I want to sit here and lie and tell you that I picked up Hades because of all the hype surrounding it recently, but that's really just not true. Hades is a top-down, action-packed, beat-em-up, roguelike, RPG, crack cocaine. Seriously, I cannot get enough of this game. I could have ended my sentence at Hades is a top because this game will strap you down and fuck you till you love it. I won't deny that I didn't really think I'd enjoy this game because I didn't really find Bastion and Transistor enjoyable. And when I brought that up to someone, they told me it's nothing like those games and it's more like Diablo, to which I swiftly told them they could fuck off because I did not like Diablo even remotely. However, to my surprise, this game received a nomination for Game of the Year. And as it was the only one on the list of games nominated that I didn't play, I decided to give it a chance. And boy, oh boy, did I fucking give it a chance. You dropped into this world, boom, bam, bang, you get straight to the killing and slaughtering and upgrading and killing and slaughtering and romancing and killing and slaughtering and upgrading Hades' palace. All the while you're dying and being sent back to the beginning, each time getting better and better and coming up with builds that would suit you best and which weapon you should take. By the way, spear is the best weapon and the sword fucking slaps for a good while too. So not much of a need to use anything else, but you know, do so anyways. Each run can either end in a horrible disaster or end in a horrible disaster, but you made it further than the last time, so good job, pat on the back for defeating those Hydra cunts. Now, with this game being a roguelike and you're supposed to do the same section of hell over and over again, every single stage or room will be completely different or completely random, so no two runs end in the exact same way. Unless you die to the same boss, because the boss rooms are the same and only certain things change, such as Meg's, where you can get one of two of her sisters. There's so many things about this game that I kind of don't really understand, and 90% of it comes from the enemies because holy shit, there are some fucking stupid enemies that I absolutely hate. And here in America, if we don't like something we don't understand, we just shoot that shit. The weapons, or infernal arms as they are called, are my favorite part of this game. Obviously, they should be, as they're kind of the main part of the whole game, you know? You have the sword, the spear, the shield, the fists, the gun, and the bow. Let's just not talk about the bow. Of the six, my favorite one has to be the spear. That shit slaps so fucking hard. It is so fun, and I cannot get enough of it. Obviously, the other weapons, not you, are really fun and enjoyable to use. Again, not you, especially the fists. The spear is just my all-time favorite. The sword is pretty powerful, and that amazes me because most games like this, they kind of just drop you in and they say, hey, this is gonna be shit in later runs. You should probably use another weapon. But in Hades, that doesn't matter because the gods help you out along the way and, you know, they give you boons to make your weapon pretty powerful as you go. Because of the fact that I mentioned boons, I guess that's what this part's gonna be over, so woo, let's go ahead and fucking do that. There are so many fucking boons, but to give you a gist as to what it is boons are, they're basically just upgrades that come in different rarities from common to heroic, and they're given to you by the fucking gods of Olympus. Oh yeah, did I not talk about the story? Yeah, so basically you're the son of Hades and you're trying to escape the underworld because fuck you, dad, I hate it down here, it's hot as hell, and I want to fuck around with the big boys in Olympus and drink wine with Dionysus, as well as have Aphrodite teach me the real meaning of love. You have slots for your attack, special, cast, dash, and call abilities. Call abilities are pretty much where you fucking go berserk, depending on which god's call ability you have. And it's just something to use when you need a little bit of help. Also, you can't have two of a god boon for a specific slot. Like, you can't have two god boons that help with your
attack ability.
Sometimes there will be trial rooms where you basically have to pick your favorite god who has your favorite boons, but that'll upset the other god for whatever reason because they're selfish dickheads, so they'll try to kill you. And if you survive, they go, oh, sorry, my bad, I didn't mean to try and kill you. You're so sexy. Here, have a boon, smiley face. Now, much like all the rooms in the underworld, all the boons are also completely randomized, meaning you won't really have runs that are both completely the same, and that shit kind of upsets me because, you know, there was this one run that I had where I was doing some dummy huge amounts of damage, only to lose to a new floor I had never been to before. It's almost similar to how in Risk of Rain 2, you get these items during runs to practically make you a fucking killing machine that cannot be stopped. These games are both roguelike, so similarities between the two are bound to appear, but holy shit, I absolutely love Risk of Rain 2. So yeah, I was obviously gonna love Hades. While writing this video, I continued to find more and more similarities between the two games, and it just made me want to get back into Risk of Rain 2 so much more. Now, I'm getting sidetracked here, but if you end up picking up Hades and you have never played Risk of Rain 2, do it. It will absolutely be worth your time. I can fucking guarantee you that shit without a doubt. Unless your reason for liking Hades is because of all of the chiseled hot men, you only have cap. Music is also a selling point for any game for me. If you have a memorable soundtrack that I can add to my giant playlist, you're good. I'll be a fucking fan. I will simp for your content so hard. I will simp for your composer so hard. It's crazy. Right now I'm a big simp for the Final Fantasy composer. It's kind of a problem. Anyways, the coolest thing about this soundtrack is that the composer for the game is Darren Korb, who is also the voice of Zagreus. If you haven't checked out the soundtracks for Bastion and Transistor, and if you love the soundtrack to Hades, then you should absolutely go check out those soundtracks. They're fucking amazing, and they're by the same guy. This man is talented. I'll play you a little bit of my favorite just to give you a taste of what this man is capable of. If music is a big selling point for you as well, you're absolutely going to love this game. If it isn't, don't worry because the gameplay is so good that I'm sure you'll love that. And if you don't love the gameplay, there's just something wrong with you. I'm sorry, there's no debating that one. So, as I mentioned, the dude who composed the music for this game is also the voice actor for Zagreus, and I'm not good with segueing into a new topic, so the characters. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you about the characters, other than from a glance, the art style wasn't something I was a big fan of, but it grew on me as I played a little bit more of it. I really like the art style, I like the voice acting, and I really like Aphrodite. Between the gods of Olympus and the cool guys of the underworld, I'd have to say that I much prefer the gods of Olympus, and I'm not gonna lie. I know some people would debate that the losers of the underworld are much cooler. You have Hades, Orpheus, Morpheus, Dorpheus, go eat some walruses, Orpheus, porridges, But let's talk about the Olympian gods, baby. We got Zeus, he go pew pew, zap zap. We got Poseidon, his son is in the shitty books, you know them. We got Artemis, who, you know, got that wild nature in bed. We got is the chastity. And Dionysus, my boy. You know he knows how to party. Bring out the wine, my homie, let's fucking go.
That's not wine.
Yeah, no, the Olympian gods are just 10 times cooler, and obviously they give me some fucking cool-ass boons, so why not love them? Speaking of love, you can romance like 2 people, technically 3, but Dusa just straight up friend zones you, and I'm fine with that. So you got Thanatos and Megara, and I'm not gay, so I went for Meg. What? What, did I say something wrong? Listen, if I could have romanced Dionysus, I would have. But I also would have romanced Aphrodite if she weren't my cousin. But hey, you know what? The Greeks weren't known for having anything against incest. I honestly lost myself in writing the script for this video because I forgot I was supposed to be writing about reasons why you should play this game, to be honest. The game is really fun, and if someone like me can turn around from looking at the fans and the game and being absolutely deterred from it to being a huge fan of it, even going as far as to say it's my game of the year for 2020, I think you can too.